Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Camppatton Family Compound. It is time for Friday night on the Homestead, and tonight's topic is poison air. How's everybody doing out there? Yeah, I can't put my gas mask on, otherwise you wouldn't be able to hear me, but they're wearing theirs. So, well, let me go over to the chat here and make sure I said hi to everybody. First one was Chipper doing his lurking face. Then Phelan Clan Wolf, Walt Rogers, Grammy Karen, Rebel Canners, CB at Hugo Homestead, Lewis, it's the Marshmallow Man, and Shawnee Shave. All right. I don't want to do this here. All right. How many of you go walking down a certain aisle at either at a grocery store or the hardware store, like either Lowe's or Home Depot or the big box stores? You go down an aisle and you're like, you think you just walked into a gas chamber. I mean, there are some grocery stores I can't walk down there because all the different odors and stuff coming off from the different products and stuff. Then I was realizing, wait a minute, that's not odors coming off, that's chemicals. And what really got me was the ads I've been seeing lately on when I'm watching like on Roku or Tubi, watching a movie, and it puts the ad in there, and they got the one for the is it Gainer or Downy or whatever, has the beef, they add the beef to it, and they go, still fresh, still fresh. No, it's not fresh. Bros, it's not fresh. You're smelling the chemicals that you treated it with that are masking your body odors or whatever odors on it. And it is, so you're smelling chemicals, not it. Yeah. I can at least go down the candle aisle. I mean, it's so friggin' bad going down the, where they got all the laundry detergents and the air fresheners and stuff. And then, those commercials where they put the stuff on the clothes and make it last forever and ever. And it's like, those chemicals, not only are they on the outside of the clothes, they're on the inside of the clothes. And so that's why I wanted to do this. Geeky Gardens, hey, Jack. All right. Oh yeah, and that's another one there too, Tammy. The Axe and the other body sprays. It's like, all right. So let's go back over this. I got some pictures of the show here, and then I'm gonna throw up the link. And those that want to come up here and talk about it, it's like, yeah, that's the way I am. Anytime somebody sprays stuff, back in the 60s and 70s, what we had to spray with was Lysol. And that stuff was heavy. It would go in the air and it would drop. You could see it just down. Stuff they spray now says, like the Febreze and stuff, stays in the air longer. Yes, so you can breathe it. All right. Sometimes I feel like, all right, I got to do this if I want to, survive in the house. If somebody comes in. At work, we had people coming in just absolutely reeking of the chemicals, perfuming chemicals. And finally, we had to put a thing. Hey, if you're using perfumes, colognes, body sprays, scented body washes, you're not allowed to come into this office. Kicked a lot of people off and go, hey, you guys, people are allergic to those chemicals you're wearing. But it's like, hey, sorry, you guys can't come in. All right, so I found some things here on the web. Just the hint I added here, fabric air fresheners and scented candles are toxic. contain toxic and hazardous chemicals. They hurt the lungs. They reduce, some of those chemicals reduce liver functions, weakens and kill off immune cells. Heavy exposure can lower the immune system for 3 or 4 days after the exposure. They feed pathogens that can cause chronic illnesses, can cause flare-up of symptoms and conditions, more harmful to you and more harmful to your health than smoking in some cases. And then there's a website here, and I'm going to try see if I can put it up. There's 2 different things you can go to. Basically, the medical medium down here, it has @ medical medium, doesn't have the rest of it, or hashtag medical medium. So you guys can find that. Oh yeah. And I used to think that the old Christmas tree ones, the pine Christmas tree ones, were bad. Some of the new ones they have hooked up to the air conditioning vent, so it just blows it all over everybody. Oh man, that's nasty. All right, let's go look at the next one here. Now on the cans, they will most of the time they will not disclose what the chemicals are in it, because you're not supposed to be eating it. It says do not eat, do not drink, blah 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 on it, but you're spraying in the air, so you're inhaling it, which is utterly stupid. And so if you can find out what generally what you can do is you can look at what's called an MDSD, material data, no, MSDS, that's it, MSDS, material safety data sheet. Those have to be publicly available. You can find them for whatever brand and stuff you want to look up, and it lists all the chemicals in there. And you look at some of the chemicals, they're known carcinogens and also known to cause asthma and allergy reactions. And all they do is they're not eliminating the odors, they're masking it and, putting something more powerful out there on you. Right? I broke this one, I had to break because this was a tall one, like a poster that was out there. And it's all the different things these sprays can do. And some of the chemicals in it, methylbenzene, dimethyl phenolate, benzyl acetate, all these other things in here. And this is the bottom half of it. I got for this thing. This is a non-US website here. Putting this out, the Allergy and Environmental Sensitivity Support and Research Association, and it's basically you can go www.aessra.org, and they got information there you can look up. And the problem is they don't put the ingredients on there. They're not required to. Just says scents, scents or odor or whatever on it, and just they can be very vague on it because you're not supposed to be eating it, so they're not required to put the stuff on there. All right, this one's good. All right, so the fragrances, undisclosed ingredients, some including linked to reproductive and development toxicity, formaldehyde, a known carcinogen, and formaldehyde. There was, starting back in the late 70s and 80s and 90s, they were trying to, they're talking about the formaldehyde used in making wood paneling, and how new homes, the panel is off gassing. So a new home that's been totally built, sit there and it's sitting there unused, closed up. You open it up and it's like you're getting gas with formaldehyde. And then of course after Katrina, they had all the mobile homes, travel trailers, whatever that FEMA bought, and because those weren't stick built homes, they weren't required to not use the formaldehyde paneling in it, and so they did. And it's like, oh, these are just full of formaldehyde and all this other stuff. So, all right, am I done with these? That's the last one. Okay. So there are, I'm going to move some stuff around here so I can do stuff here. Trying to remember what I had it under. Okay, so POI, poison, air, fresheners. Ooh. Okay, so I go ahead and hit enter. Images. Oh, wait a minute, go back. Hang on, what's this? All right, so let me bring this up here. Propellants. Yeah, some of the propellants are bad too, Chipper. Yeah. Okay, have you ever checked the propellants in these cooking sprays? Butane is a common one. Not in my food, thanks. Yeah. Yeah. And one of the things that's in deodorants, perfumes, aftershaves and stuff, there's a natural ingredient that makes it stick around longer. But when that natural ingredient is mixed with other chemicals, the other chemicals stick around longer too. So not only it doesn't evaporate really quick, also it has a longer stay. So more people smell it, but it's getting into your skin more as well. By the way, that natural ingredient comes from the gland of a skunk. Hey, Glenn Hildegarden. All right, so let's bring up some stuff here. I'm going to throw some stuff up here. Guys, I'm asking you to look this stuff up yourself. Do a little research on your own. I'm going to share some information here, but you need to start looking around as well. Hey, Josh, Skinner Farms. All right, so poison control, air fresheners, are they safe? So that's one place you can look at it. But what I did is I went up to images. Oh, wow. Here you can see some of the images here I was using. If you click on it, visit, and you can go to and it takes you to their website where they have all the information. So this one here has all the information on it. Let's look at another one here. This one has fresheners. Yeah. So they have talks about the stuff in here. Phthalates and air fresheners. So it talks about that stuff. So every one of these, you can go to it, hit the visit down here over on the right, and it takes you to that particular website. And talks about all the different things different things on it. And this one here, let's see if we can go to this one. Takes us to the this one takes us to the however you pronounce it. They got that's the poster. You can download the poster. Okay, 20% of the population has problems from air. All right, there we go. About 20% of the population and 34% of the people with asthma report health problems from air fresheners. All right, and so the Stanley Feynman, MD, President, American College of Allergy, Asthma, and Immunology, released a press release 6 November 2011. And here's the link to it if you guys want to get it. And they got other links and things as well. But yeah, there's just, and this is just talking about the air fresheners. Okay, air fresheners. It's not talking about the, let me go back here. It's not going to do it, is it? No, I got to do it this way here. Another one I saw when I was typing in the beginning. Toxic. Toxic air fresheners, and it goes through and does, you know, there's some other ones in here as well. You can go through and research it that way. But the one poisonous, UND, but bring us it's not laundry. See if that comes up. Yeah, so you got your you got the Gain, the Downy Unstoppables, and so 3 big problems with large cinemas and why you need to stop using them. You can visit that one there, which shows up and goes through talking about, you know, gives you the green, talks about the different things on them and stuff. You know, problem number 1, undisclosed ingredients, you know, and the dyes they use. So yeah, let me put it this way: anything you put in there, you put in, you got to add it at the beginning of the wash cycle. So you add something at the beginning of the wash cycle, and it's still there on your clothes after it's gone through the wash cycle with detergent, after it's gone through the rinse cycle, and it's still in your clothes. And now you're putting those clothes on your body, and your skin is your skin is an organ, and it draws stuff in. You know, it is permeable and stuff. You know, certain chemicals go right on in. So yeah. So this is yeah. So you got your laundry detergent, then the scents, the perfume scents and stuff they use in the detergent itself is nasty, and you have your softeners, which are nasty. So yeah, you got to do your research to find out what you can use that is not chemically poisonous to you. Then of course I mentioned, you know, perfumes and colognes and stuff. You know, the chemicals they use in those. You know, so oh, this smells good, not realizing the chemicals they're putting on their skin. And some people break out in rashes. You know, I can't know why I got this rash, and it's just, you know, one of those things. Just absolutely. You know, yeah, it's bad. Anyways, so going with that, let me. So, yeah, that's one of the things you got to watch out for. If, especially if someone in your family has allergies and stuff. I know my one niece has allergies really bad. You know, I haven't had a chance to connect with her lately, but yeah, from what I understand, even her daughters have problems too, and so their house is a totally scent-free house. I know that my son was dating this girl, and she come over. It's like, hey, tell her, hey, those perfumes and scents she's working, those are toxic poisons. You know, you need to tell her that, or, you know, stop bringing her over. Okay, Dr. Bonner's and make your own. Yeah, I mean, it's like that's where good old fashioned jars of potpourri come in. You want to make your house smell better. You get put potpourri that has the cinnamon and, you know, whatever other scent. They got different things in there, you know, combinations that you just, you know, put off the natural scents until they don't do it anymore. And some of them you can just add a little add a little alcohol to it, and it reactivates and starts giving off some scent some more until the alcohol evaporates and stuff. But the simmer pots, beeswax candles, and you can make your own things that are natural and pleasant and are mild and doesn't overwhelm a person. Jeez. Some people think, oh, I like it. I'm going to put on a whole bunch more. Oh yeah, it smells really good. And they walk down, and if they walk down the street, birds are dying, bees are hitting the ground, cats are falling over dead, and it's just like, dang. Yeah, and people are turning green and upchucking all over the places they walk by, and they're like, "Don't I smell great?" Yeah, for a toxic waste dump, you smell pretty good. So yeah, there's let me go back here on this one. I wanted to put one. Which one? This one here. I'm gonna put this one here. I'm gonna put this link to the Control C to the at least the one in here, so you guys can have it. This is the AESSRA one. There's the link for it. Yeah. Yeah, I actually don't like any sprays at all. But thinking about it, if all right, you got your vodka, 70% alcohol, distilled water, all right, that's cool. Essential oils, I don't want to breathe the oils in. But if you're going to use it, for me, it's like, okay, spray, spray, spray as I walk out of the room, close the door, and give it a half hour for everything to settle down. Yeah, diffusers. But there are some on these here. I was looking at it. So on the search here, I clicked the non-toxic, and all these different ones here. Click non-toxic, and so this ones that are should be talk some things about like Natural Nature's non-toxic air fresheners. Some of the other ones, but you still got to check these out, make sure whether or not they are truly non-toxic. And just because they show up on this page doesn't mean they are, because I've seen stuff show up here that is definitely, on some of these pages. Wait a minute, that should be on the toxic page, not the non-toxic. Hey, Teresa, how's it going? Oh, and Mark's here too. But yeah, there is a lot of these different ones up here to look at. Yeah. The thing is, branded is good by who? Oh, somebody they paid off. A company out there, oh, we do research, and they're getting money under the table. And check ours out. Make sure it comes out good. And we'll give you another batch next year with a lot more money to check. So, but yeah, we've been using like all free and clear. Before I got married, my mom started using it because my dad couldn't stand the smell of some of these things. My dad worked with chemicals. I worked with chemicals. And we just like, no, this stuff is nasty. I actually felt safer at a hazmat site than I do walking down the aisle in a grocery store where they got all the laundry detergents out there. Because when I'm at a hazmat site, hey, I'm in a Tyvek suit. I got the gloves on. I'm all sealed up. Either I got an oxygen tank on, or I got the super HEPA filters with the charcoal filters on it and everything else that stack out about that far out from the side of it, Yeah. That's why I like my glass shower doors. Woo. But yeah, there is, there. Oh, and then all right, now we've just we just touched the tip of the iceberg with the sprays and the scents and the odors. Your carpets. What are the chemicals being released by your carpets? The paint on the walls. Sorry, guys, I'm going down the rabbit. I guess this part of it needs to go over to Gray Man Prepping, where we can go where I can hang on, where I can change the background to. Oh, we're going to go down the rabbit hole now, folks. All the chemicals in your carpet, the synthetic leather chairs that you sit in, those vinyl chairs and stuff, the vinyl that off gases. Oh, the new double and triple pane windows that have vinyl on them and stuff. The new vinyl blind, louver blinds instead of being metal. I got all metal ones for the in the living room and family room, because the vinyl ones that were in here they were breaking. They were just breaking up, cheap ones. Yeah. Let's see, just looking around. There's just so much stuff. And then your polyester clothes and your synthetic clothes, breaking down and giving off toxic stuff there. Hey, Rick, how's it going? So it's not just the air fresheners and stuff, but those air fresheners are the ones that, boom, hit people just like that. The perfumes, the perfumes in the laundry soap, the air fresheners, the Glade plug-ins, the other stuff. Yeah, Shawnee, the clothes too. Everybody's got to. You want to be safe, you got to go around naked. I'm sorry, no one can see me. I've been banned by the Hague as being a weapon of mass destruction to people's eyes when they see this ultra white body, and it just blinds them. Hey, Louis.
Hey.
So there's you just think about all the chemical stuff that's made with petroleum chemicals. Petroleum chemical products are not stable. They're not stable. So, it takes centuries for and millennia for the plastics to break down. That's total breakdown. It's sort of like uranium, half-life. It gives off stuff, and it gives off a little bit less than that, but sometimes it's reversed. First year, it's all nice and solid. It's good, and it's holding everything tight. And then as sun and light gets to it, it starts breaking down. It starts giving off a little. Next year, it gives off a little bit more. It breaks down a little more. Next year, it gives off even more. So.
Yeah, when you said the carpet.
Oh, yeah. Shawnee, back to cotton, linen, wools, flax, some of the other, natural fibers. I prefer natural fibers. Oh, again, Shawnee fires it up again. Lotions. Some of the hand lotion stuff. Oh, that smells so nice. I'm putting chemicals into my skin.
Yeah, when you mentioned carpets, I got a whole bunch of wood furniture and wood floors with wood sealant on it.
Yeah. The many years ago, before I became aware of the I was aware of problems, but I never really associated 1 plus 2 equals 3. As far as these things go, is I redid all the oak floors in the house in California there, and then I put polyurethane diamond coat down. And I didn't realize it until about 10 years later when I had to put I had to put more down. It's like, and it didn't click then that as that stuff was wore away by the chairs sliding in and out, people walking across it, the particles from the polyurethane is getting up into the air. It never clicked. Now I know why the old hardwood floors years ago were like 1.25 inches thick. And then as stuff came along, then they got chintzy and they made it a little bit thinner, and you got 3/4 inch. And then now you can only get half inch unless you find some place that does the 3/4 inch. You got to pay an arm and a leg for that. Or unless you know someone that will mill the lumber for you to get yourself the nice, good, 1.25 inch, 1.5 thick oak flooring to put down that'll last a couple centuries. Oh yeah, the rubber on the bathroom mats breaking down, the mats themselves, synthetic curtains, and there's synthetic curtains on the windows on the south facing or west facing, on the sun side, so they're being broken down by the sun. Oh man. Yeah. I didn't think it was going to get this bad. I'm just more and more stuff is just coming to mind here. Now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, I was just concerned about the air fresheners and the grade plugins and that crap being put in the air when I first started this. I knew we were going to get more information, but it's like, crap. Some people don't want to hear the truth. They skipped out. We're down to 10 people watching. Sorry, folks. This is your health we're talking about. And the health of your kids and your loved ones. Pay attention. Do some Facebook posts on it. Do some Twitter posts on it saying, hey, think about all the chemicals and stuff. Get people thinking about it out there. Design your own memes for Facebook and Twitter and all the other social media platforms, LinkedIn and stuff. Yeah, more houseplants. Let the houseplants eat the carbon dioxide you're giving off, and then we'll breathe the oxygen they're giving off. Well, I'm glad my socks, I have two different types of socks. One is 100% cotton. The other one is 100% wool. Unfortunately, the wool ones tend to shrink on me. I got to get some foot molds. So as soon as they're wet, I can pull them, stretch them on it. So when they dry stretched out. Yeah, but I want to be around for a few more years to see my grandkids grow up. And maybe if I'm lucky, in 12 years, I'll see a great-grandson. Hey, our cabin in the woods. But yeah, the thing about the dust there and stuff, you don't even have to do that with the light, taking your socks off. Just get someone get their cell phone down there with a camera on it, down on the carpet, aiming across of it, and a bright light shining across there. Turn all the rest of the lights off and walk across and just see what comes up out of the carpet. Yeah, and if you really want to do it, I don't have it in here, do I? Nope. It's in the kitchen. I got from Harbor Freight. I got a UV light, handheld UV light, with I think it's like 29 LEDs in it or whatever, UV light LEDs for picking up where. Oh, all right, the cat peed over here. The grandson peed over here. Picks up organic stuff like that, and you shine it across there. You see all sorts of crap come up. Well, I know where a lot of the dust and stuff comes from. It comes from the carpet breaking down as we walk across it. It comes from the fibers of our clothes breaking down as we move around. As you move it, it's like a piece of wire. You bend it, finally breaks. So you got stuff. That's how your clothes and stuff wear out. Of course, some of it is it's not all dead skin cells. It's other stuff too, because you see the different colors in the UV lights and stuff. Otherwise it'd all be the same color. But yeah, there's dead skin cells. There's animal dandruff in there. There's skin cells from dead bugs and stuff. Dirt tracked in. Plus particles from the air fresheners, the sprays, the perfumes, the scented crap, and everything else.
Yeah, I was supposed to say my dog.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, there is a lot of. Okay, we got a couple more people coming in. Woo! I'm just watching the number up in the top of the screen here go up and down as people come in. People get offended saying, "Oh, you're saying my perfume stink? I'm leaving." Hey, I told my wife. After we got married, I told her even before she got married. We got married. I told her stop wearing the perfumes. They don't make you smell any nicer. They mask your natural attractiveness. Same thing. Don't put on makeup. You put on makeup, you look like someone I don't want to be around. And she goes, "What's the word you're looking for?" I don't want to say it because I'll get a beat down. You're going to get a beat down if you don't say it. All right, makes you look like a cheap whore when you put all that makeup on. She started to get mad. I said, "Don't put it on. You're beautiful. You're absolutely gorgeous without it. You don't need that fake paint being put all over your body." Thanks, Mark. So, yeah. And of course, interesting thing is, she found out something here. I'm going to pull up a text from her and read it to you. There it is. Boom, boom, boom. She mentioned this earlier, but this is the most latest text from it. It was yesterday. I've been breathing so much better since getting the mildew out of the bedroom windows. I'm not using the pull-down shades with solid blinds you can pull down, the ones that roll up on the thing. I'm not using the pull-down shades this winter, only the horizontal blinds, which I raise in the morning, letting everything dry out thoroughly during the day. And so there's some other things we do by actions that put crap in the air, funguses and molds and stuff like that.
Black mold is the worst one.
Oh, yeah. My youngest son used to work for a restoration company, and when they were going to after a house had water leaks or had fire damage and everything sprayed down, they go in. If they found black mold, and it was in the contract, say if we found black mold, boom, price goes up. Because dealing with black mold, all our guys have to suit up and go and wear respirators in there, and we got to do seal off the house from that section. Where if it's damage in the kitchen or the bathroom, wherever, we got to seal the rest of the house off from that so that it doesn't contaminate the rest of the house. Hey, Moon over Miami, how's it going?
Asbestos,
yeah,
one.
Now they were using some special spray stuff, not cheap. And when they ever found black mold on it, they'd have to spray 2 coats of that on it. Otherwise, they just spray one on the regular mold and mildew and stuff. And it would kill it almost instantly. You just watch it just shrivel up and die. And then they would air the house out. After they sprayed everything, they have it all taped off from the rest of the house and stuff. And they'd spray it, let it sit for a couple hours, and then they bring in the fans and blow all the stuff out of it so there's no residue from the chemicals they sprayed on the wall.
Asbestos.
Yeah, but that asbestos is you got to have an older house where it was actually installed on. But now asbestos is anything built after, what was it? All right, asbestos insulation. I was around the set 1970, 72, or it was outlawed. And Um, the asbestos cement pipe. Shoot, they were still doing, you know, at least they were. I think they finally stopped manufacturing that in the late 80s, because that was what they're using for water pipe, and they also use it for heater pipe for furnaces and stuff. Run that up on that. Of course, that's the asbestos cement pipe. You don't have to worry about if you break the pipe or you cut it with a cutoff saw. You need to change it. Yeah, that was some ugly stuff. Oh, well, I think this went rather quick here. Anybody have any other things they can think of that might be poisoning the air you breathe in your home?
Household cleaners.
Yeah, some of the household cleaners with the chemicals that are in those, and they give off those chemicals. Some of the wipes, the antibacterial wipes you get to wipe down the counters and stuff. Need to look at the material safety data sheets for those to see. All right, this one's no good. This one's good. All right, this one we can use. This one's not. You know, this is the less of two evils. Then of course there's the other thing to do is you can rubbing alcohol or I'm going to spray some Everclear out here, kill all the bacteria, and wipe it up with a towel, and then wash the towel. Yeah. Yeah, I hate working asbestos. If it smells pretty, it's not good for the respiratory system. Uh-huh. Hey, Justin. The microfiber towels, yeah, they probably break off all little pieces that just go everywhere. Unless those microfiber towel, and well, shoot, that just made me think of something. If the microfiber, if those microfiber towels are made from natural fibers, but they've processed the fibers so much that they're micro, you don't want those microfibers getting off that into your lungs. And if they're chemical, petroleum-based products, no, you don't want those, definitely. Ugh. My take on humanity: life kills. No, life doesn't kill. Pleasures kill. Think about that one. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah. So all the different things in your house, all the different, chemicals and everything. And if they're evaporating in the house, you're breathing it in. You read something that says, toxic, do not digest or inhale. I like the ones that say do not inhale directly. It's like, oh, so I can inhale it indirectly and it'll be fine? Is that like secondhand smoke? It's fine? Yeah. Anyways, yeah, there's just want to try to get people a little bit more awake about things, and just so I'm really getting irritated with the ads for all these all these scented things to, ooh, somebody came out of the bathroom. Here, go back in there and spray it. Shh. It smells good. Oh, the teenage boy's room stinks, sprays it around. He goes, oh, it smells good, as he snorts in all the chemicals. Yeah, Febreze advertises it stays in the air longer to get more stuff out of the air. Yeah, it stays in the air so long. Next time you walk through the room, you inhaled all those bad things you were trying to get out of the air, plus all the bad things in the spray. Aquanet. Well, I can tell you stories about Aquanet for other type stories. Yeah, just if you have a torchlight or an Aquanet, you got a flamethrower. Yeah, but there's no sense in leaving early. Yeah, my grandmother used to say that too. No one gets out of this life alive. I said, and one time as a smart-ass teenager, I said, Grandma, why are you trying to stay around so long then? Because I want to enjoy as much of it as I can, then get out of here. All right, Aquanet is good for potato canyons. Yeah. Everclear is good for potato cannons too. Gasket remover. Oh, yeah. Hang on here. So you said gasket remover. Let me go back to one other thing here. VR. Is that the one? Where's the other brake clean? That CRC brake clean. That was the better. Hang on. Shoot. It's not showing. I think the other company finally went out of business. Okay. Let me look up a different way on it. Going the other way. Yeah. Nope. It's not showing that one. So 1.1.1. Here we go. 111 trichloroethane, also known as methylchloroform, also known as brake clean. Of course, that company's no longer, I couldn't find anything about that company. I think they got sued and went out of business. Is tri-1,1 a carcinogen? The International Agency for Research on Cancer, probably carcinogenic in humans. Probably. Well, they've downgraded. It used to be listed as a carcinogen. Why is trichloroethane banned? According to the Minnesota Department of Health, triethylchloride causes cancer in animals and has been linked to kidney cancer, liver cancer, non-Hodgkin lymphoma cancer in humans. Anyways, the reason I brought this stuff here up, it used to be used in brake clean. And when I was working for a construction company, when I was working in the shop as a fuel truck driver for them, the mechanics would be in there in the wintertime just going through cases of that stuff, taking the loaders apart, the big loaders, articulating certain loaders apart, and some of the backhoes, and cleaning brakes on and spraying it all down, and on the trucks and stuff. The low bed trucks that haul the equipment around, and the fuel trucks and stuff, they'd be cleaning all the brakes. You're spraying that stuff in there. It got so bad that I could walk into that shop 3 days after they use some of that stuff, and I could taste it on my tongue. It's like, oh, I'm out of here. That's when I got put out in the field. I talked to the owner of the company, say, hey, and then that's when the first reports come out saying this stuff was bad. I said, they're spraying this stuff by the caseload out there. So, Stephanie's here, like number 20. She's driving, so she won't be chatting. That's all right, Steph. Thanks for listening. So, but there's, you can still find 1,1,1 trialchloroethane in certain states, but yeah, it's one of those things. It's one of those nasty ones, like methylethyl ketone, also known as methylethyl death. So, who blocked your post? I don't see your post being blocked anywhere. What was the post, Mark? Who blocked your post? Your Chef Tech post? Don't know. Where was Chef Tech post at? As moderator, maybe because you can't see it. Sometimes you can't see it because if you're not on live chat at the top of the you have live chat. You got top chat, live chat, and what's the other one here? Say the other one is fan funding, but top chat sometimes won't show all the chats. So if the AI says, "Oh, this is not a top chat, we're not going to show it," yeah. Chemical, yeah, it's still there. I still see it. Yeah, yeah, it's there. I see that one too. Yeah. All right, folks. We'll stretch this out to an hour. Talked about every nasty thing you can breathe in your house and how it's killing you. Hope you got something to think about. And check out that link I put in there. I'm going to try to remember to put that one link down below in the description here afterwards. All right. Okay, so tomorrow on Gray Man Prepping, at 8 p.m. Eastern, the topic is for Survival Saturday is tractors for prepping. And we're going to talk about different types of tractors and advantages, disadvantages, size, horsepower, attachments, or if you're prepping, where you're prepping, and why you wouldn't use them. Monday, back here on Camppatton Family Compound. The topic is canning sauces, and we're going to talk about all sorts of sauces, and there will be some differences that will be brought up for the different times in canning different types of sauces. All right. Tactical Tuesday for Gray Man Prepping, 10 Eastern. What are your essentials? We're going to get a little bit back to basic because some people have been out there saying different things about what essentials are and aren't. I'm sorry, a 20 millimeter sniper rifle is not an essential. A 60-inch flat screen is not an essential. Then, of course, on Thursday, the Midnight Ride, 10 o'clock Eastern, midnight Rio de Janeiro time for you party animals. Next Friday here. We kind of covered a little bit about it today, but I got more stuff to go on it for because of the allergies and stuff. So we're going to be talking a little bit about this. Clothes allergies. And there are actually some articles on clothes allergies. So, and I'm just catching up on the side chat there. And let's see here. We got, yeah, so, yeah, I know, Dave from Southern Ohio Prepping is allergic to wool, a natural fiber. Not allergic to cotton, but he's allergic to wool. Yeah, unfortunately, several people are allergic to wool. I remember one of the, people at the Mount Apple Silverado Council in California. There, she was allergic to anything synthetic, so she had to wear wool or cotton, everything, and so she had to, get the scout, the scout uniform made out of cotton so she could wear it because she was allergic to synthetics. All right. No, the 86 isn't essential either. Got to go to the 144-inch one. All right. Dustin's response is he has to go to the 144-inch TV. Ah, man. Things people think are essential, spend so much money on. It's like, gee, when I was growing up, our first computer monitor was 12 inches. And then we wound up getting a 15-inch. That was huge. That was a monster monitor. I got a Dell 32-inch here in front of me. In the other room where I write my books, I got a 40-inch monitor. All right, everyone. Thanks for coming in, putting up with my rant here, listening. Thank you for all the suggestions out there, especially Johnny, for all the things you put out there. Everyone else, thank you. Thank you for coming up here, Lewis. And so we, got that coming stuff. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern, over on Gray Man Prepping for Survival Saturday. Right. See y'all later.
Have a good night.